So I was saying about, we talked about the issue about the power outage. This first in line people should have come and spoke about this power outage should be the managing director of Kenya Power, because they are the distributors. They could have told Wananchi what is happening. Was there a hitch in one of the stations so we can understand? So the issue of Mzalendo uploading Murkomen, that's out of context. Mzalendo, Murkomen does not understand the functions, how the airport works. He could have investigated first with the engineers what was happening. The managing director there, his work is just to manage and just be a flower person to come and bring the report. What Murkomen could have done, he could have done the investigation and get the engineers, they know what really happened in that airport or all those airports. If there was a glitch, that glitch, because I believe this airport, maybe these people had an issue way before. As we speak right now, technology is evolving. Did they need an upgrade? Yes, they needed an upgrade. Did they procure the person to do the upgrade? Maybe there are people, they were getting money under the table and they did not deliver. Murkomen could have fired the first people, the board of directors of Kenya Airports Authority, and he has to go also interrogate the guys for Kenya Civil Aviation, because they run concurrently with the airport officials. So if there was a glitch in, maybe they did not upgrade, or maybe they knew there was a problem and they kept quiet, and maybe this is the blackout where it tried, this blackout ndio ilikuja ikatoa dhambi zao, they should suck up, pack their bags and go. Then Murkomen should take competent people who understand the risk of this nature, what happened yesterday and today, where flights have been delayed. There are people could not connect. There are students who are going back to school. And even as the way engineer was talking about here about hospitals, what people were in the hospitals depending on that, although what is so big if the hospitals backup were working and for the airport was not working. So that means there's something in between the management, or maybe the people who are procuring, kulikuwa na shida. Hiyo glitch ya airport haikukuwa na backup. It cannot be, you need to transfer, to demote or whatever. His priorities were misplaced. And that is what I've been saying here all along. So Murkomen, he should not prove that he's doing his CS duties. He has totally failed. He could have first investigated with the guys of Kenya Power. He could have gotten the CS of Energy so that the CS comes and explain why was there a power glitch in the entire country. Then after that, Murkomen could have gone and asked the guys at the air, the right people, not even the managing director. He could have asked the engineers. He could have asked the technicians what happened with the power glitch. There was no backup at the airport, but not demoting. Yes, Mzalendo, endelea.
Well, Stella, you are right, and at the same time, I feel that maybe you are exaggerating the particular situation.
I'm not exaggerating.
I feel that this thing happened. This thing that happened yesterday. Murkomen was briefed by management. There's a protocol. He doesn't just walk into JKIA and start firing people. He must have investigated and known where the problem was before he took action.
8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours. I think 8 hours is, if he acted within 20 minutes, I would say it was in a rush. But if he acted within 8 hours.
I believe in your house unakuanga na kitu inaitangwa AVS. Sindio? When there's no power, there's something called an inverter, there's a backup. Ask yourself, if that backup haiwaki immediately, who do you fault? Who do you fault? You fault the management of the building, but you don't go and report the management to the. You fault the care. You ask the caretaker what is happening. You check whether the glitch was, maybe there was a looting, because in some time, was it 2018?
So
we still had this issue of the
listen. Let me ask you, Stella. In your thinking, you are saying that Murkomen should have asked who first?
He could have started asking Kenya Power what happened with the power glitch.
Or he should have
asked the CS could say, no, you see, even up to date, whoever, the CS has not come up to explain to Kenyans what happened with the power glitch. Yes,
you are getting confused here.
I'm not getting confused.
Murkomen is it the CS for energy?
No. Listen, CS Energy
is
and
who?
CS Transport. Listen to me. So kulikuwa na issue na stima. Mtu wa kwanza unauliza nani? Si unauliza CS wa Energy, hey, niaje kuko na blackout the entire country. Na aseme, let me check, I'll get back to you. Whoever Chirichiri angesema, maybe it's one of the substation which is supporting kulikuwa na power glitch. Unaelewa?
Stella, for the sake of our viewers, please. What are the titles for the CS Murkomen? In which ministry does he serve?
He serves in transport.
And what? Transport and communication?
Yes.
Is he the minister for energy?
He's not the CS of energy. But the root cause
correct.
Here,
just correct. If you've said he's not the minister for energy, he was acting on. He went to the airports authority, took action on those who are in charge of the travelers who are coming into the country and out of the country. What wrong did he do there?
Murkomen went there. Okay, what I understood before then, the president had gone to the airport. He went. He did an impromptu visit. Yes.
Yeah, that is. I saw the.
Yes, you saw the impromptu visit.
Yeah, the impromptu visit to the airport. Yeah.
The people who are involved there, Kenya Airport Authority and Kenya Civil Aviation. They run concurrently. This needs to support the other. So KCCA helps it's about the airspace and directing the flights and everything. Kenya Airport Authority, kazi yao ni manage in and in coming out of passenger and whatever, external and customs and the issue of immigration and what you can understand. But Mzalendo, let's go to the root cause of this issue. Ilianza na stima. Mtu wa kwanza mwenye angekuja hapa atuambie glitch ilifanyika wapi, it could have started with Chirichiri. He could come and give a press briefing to tell us what was happening. Murkomen, because he wanted to be proactive, unaenda unavuja managing director. Kwa nini? Ungekuja kwanza uangalie shida ilikuwa nini. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Mzalendo, sometime in 2021, there was also a power glitch. The entire country was affected in stima for almost 13 hours. When Uhuru went and asked what was happening, he was told, Mr. President, why the power glitch was happening, because some people had looted the substation, or one substation, which was in Embakasi, and another one which was around Kedong. There were guys who were looting those steamers, those Ketrako, because of scrap metal. That is when Uhuru came and said, anyone who is supplying scrap metal, they are not going. He stopped the scrap metal because they went to each and every 444 substations. They've checked and they saw there were people who are looting. He went even to perpetrators. There were some people who are working with Kenya Power. They were stealing the equipment. It is at substation to cause the issue of blackout. At least there, Uhuru made a sense. Na akaambia, yes, I need the substation manager from this substation to that substation to that substation. Wote waende nyumbani. He took a proactive role. But this one for Murkomen, it was a misplaced. He was so misplaced, because if Murkomen knew that there was an issue, he could come humbly and tell wananchi there was a glitch at the airport because of X and Y and what. Then he goes back to the boardroom and discuss things with the management of JKIA. They ask Murkomen, everybody will come and say there was an issue because of the backup system, because these things, they were wear and tear, or we've been asking these things, these people, they've never taken it seriously, or if there was negligence a part of it. But now the thing is, if you transfer those people or demote them, the change will never happen, because still the blackout will come back, but the solution, the problem has not been solved. If Murkomen was proactive, he could have put people in investigation, waachishwe kazi till pending investigation. Ikionekana kulikuwa na negligence especially in the technical team, hapo sasa Murkomen could have taken the proactive and pack up the entire management. Because of what? They did not, they were told this thing, because I know in my head, or even people were saying, why did he just go to JKIA? Why did he not even ask about Mombasa or Eldoret or whoever? The thing is, hiyo airport ilikuanga na shida from day one. Maybe kulikuwa walikuwa wanataka ku-upgrade kitu, but someone refused to give something ndio apatiwe hiyo tenda. So mwenye tenda akasema wacha ikae, mkae na hizo vitu. Haya, umeona the repercussion of not upgrading things, because each and every airport in this world, everybody is upgraded. So you cannot come and say that Murkomen did a good job transferring or demoting. It does not work like that. Hata mimi kazini sivutagi mtu hivyo. Lazima niangalie shida iko wapi. Where is the root cause? Then after that, do your investigation. While you're doing on investigation, suspend people on unpaid leave. When the investigation is done na umepata results, then the people who are responsible waende wote nyumbani. But Mzalendo, Murkomen did it wrong. He could have started understanding where the issue is. Then he goes to the boardroom, discuss this thing with the management and also the technical team. If there was a negligence with the management not releasing funds to upgrade the backup system of the airport, there is a problem.
All right.
Mzalendo, acha nikwambia, no matter hata kama uko Wajir, airport ni airport. Hata kama ni JKIA ama si JKIA, airport ni airport. Remember, we as Kenyans, especially in East Africa, we've been put a red alert because our East African airport, which is JKIA, it is the route ya kwenda West Africa, stopover ya kwenda South Africa, whatever. But the way Murkomen did this thing, it was a misplaced whatever decision. He should have even give time for 1 week. Kenyans were patient to understand. But nakwambia sahi, makosa ilikuwa. Kwa nini Murkomen? Why did he not question his counterpart? Angejua aulize CS Churchill, ni istima imepotea, ni juu ya nini? Then Kenya Power kuja tuambie, shida ilikuwa hapa na hapa na hapa. But they only gave a press statement. They did not even explain what really happened. Everybody is keep mum. So ni mtu abebe mzigo yake, which I was telling whoever Leo, we are having misplaced. We are having misplaced ideas. These CSs, they are not playing along. They should be a teamwork. But you see, kila mtu ako kivyake, hiyo ni shauri yako, wewe jisort hivyo hivyo.
Can I add you more points there?
Yes.
Can I add you more points?
Welcome back, engineer.
Engineer,
Yes,
I'm facing a problem. I just wanted to use this.
You can go ahead.
I wanted to use my laptop, but I don't know why it is not fixing in my laptop. So I'm using my phone. So the way the minister acted on this issue, it was so much too fast.
Why is it?
Even before an investigation is done, Asha reshuffle, Asha demote. Does the MD works on the ground? If the MD possibly could have, maybe if you investigate the issue, if you investigate the issue, you will find that maybe the same Murkomen is not giving funds for upgrading the standby systems, the electrical systems. So if you don't supply, you don't support the team on the ground, then here you come and demote, interfere with it. You will find that all problems are just him. Funds are there, but they never give back funds for maintenance of the other thing. They never give back funds to buying the spares. They never give back. If suppose you are at the head of the section or a management and you are not supporting your team on the ground, definitely it is you failing. All of these, they fall under the ministry. You find, I don't know where the KIA fall and whether it's under energy. Transport. And you find that transport guys do not support and give enough funds for maintenance of the generators, maintenance of everything, rehabilitation of whatever that is required for the department to be safe. Then what do you expect from the MD to do? He can't use his money. If you use your money, it's another scandal. So you will find that if the investigation is done on him and even the guy is put to the ground for him to get the real story, you'll find that all problems goes back to the ministry. So he has acted hurriedly. Secondly, the people who have been installed on those ministries, they are not experienced in those works. Somebody of electrical background should be able to be put as the minister around, and he understands all the difficulties that are there and what should be done. So you'll find a Murkomen. No. A Murkomen is just is a lawyer, while Chichi is an IT guy. So can such a person support the engineering section? So we have wrong people in the ministries. That's why they act as if they are very ignorant and also incompetent. So whatever is done there is only fully incompetence in our ministers. They react like fools.
All right. Engineer, well said. Stella, just a point of correction to Stella and engineer. Kenya Airports Authority bought 2 generators sometimes last year. They commissioned 2 generators, and the government had paid for the generators. Up to date, the generators had not been installed at the airports. Now that is
what failed the installation work. What failed the installation work?
Okay.
Is it the money or the support?
That is not the minister. That is the management. Management, were the generators delivered in the first place? That is what we are yet to know, whether the generators are at Kenya Airports Authority.
Let me correct you that. Let me correct you that. Just wait. Let me correct you there. Whenever there is a project, there is what we call a work plan. And in that work plan is always monitored that when do you start the job and when do you finish. These installations are never done with the people on the ground. We outsource experts to do that and integrate everything and put things to systems. If you don't put funds and those things are not installed in the right time, do you expect the MD to do it?
You see,
those are mistakes of the ministers. They don't support the people on the ground.
I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you absolutely, because first, Murkomen was not the minister. then, and secondly, the funds were available and the generators were bought.
Why were they not given to the contractors to do the installations?
That is the procedure, and engineer, you know that very well. That is the procedure.
Yeah,
When
no,
you buy,
but there's a weakness of the ministries. Let me tell you.
Can I
Yes.
Engineer, can I add something?
Yes, sir.
There's something called an EPC contract, where
Correct.
the contractors, they are
The supplies?
appointed okay, you go through something called an expression of interest, or you give something called an RPF, isn't it, in the government? So once that process has gone and studied by everyone, now they go down to the technical part, not the, you understand? Engineer, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Stella. Go ahead.
I can get you, but you are getting lost a little bit.
Okay, what I was saying, there's this process. Okay, there is something called an EPC. EPC is where, like, the government would put an expression of interest or a request of expression of interest, where people will come up with, like, it's like a tender issue. It's like a tender process, but it's not a tender process. Then what happens, Mzalendo, when they go open those bids, there are 3 types of bids. They look at your due diligence, they look at your technical, and they look at your financial. So if those generators came in the previous regime, they could have shown the government or the ministry on that time how they are able to, because you can't remove the old generators, you put the new generators, because it is a process because of the networking of which power goes to which power. Okay, I understand. Engineer, you know much better than that. The bone of contention here, Mzalendo, Murkomen does not understand the technicality of how that airport steamer venye ilipotea. Yeye tu anajua ilipotea kwa runway, but there are many factors kwa hiyo airport ilipotea. And this is what we are telling you, the Mzalendo with engineer, that hiyo issue ya backup generators, it was an issue maybe called 3 issues. Maybe ni contractor alikuwa amepatiwa hiyo kazi na hakulipwa akaacha hiyo kazi, or maybe they changed the contract, they brought their own people, they did a shady issue, or number 4, there were power struggles kwa boardroom. We cannot give him money because of XYZ. Si mtu wao ni mtu wetu, huyu alileta hivyo hivyo. This is whatever I'm trying to tell you in Mzalendo. Please be cautious what we are telling you. Murkomen hana right ya kuvuta huo mtu, hakufanya homework yake vizuri, and waking up and fire someone like that, no, he could have done his investigations. At least your investigation, and them suspend the entire board was suspendiwe, the entire procurement who are responsible of updating that generator, was it checked whether it was a generator iko upgraded ama ni zile za kitambo? There are many factors, engineer, Mzalendo. The thing is, whoever Murkomen angefukuza hao watu on unpaid leave or on forceful leave, afanye investigation. Ikionekana there was negligence, angevuta. But you don't wake up in the morning umeanza kuvuta watu. That is not allowed, even in the constitution. And I'm telling you, this man called Alex, he will go and sue the government, and he's going to be paid because it was unfair dismissal of his duty. He did his due duties, but the issue is, where is the investigation report kuoneshana huyu alivutwa kwa sababu hakulipa engineers, huyu alivutwa kwa sababu they did not procure the right thing, huyu alivutwa kwa sababu maybe hakuwa nasikizana with the rest of the team. You have to give whatever. And I'm telling you, if this guy goes to court, the government should be ready to pay him billions because of being sacked kwa sababu makosa si yake. Na mimi ndio ninakwambia Murkomen kwanza angeangalia what was the issue of the power blackout, then he goes to the airport after.
Anyway, Gitari has since apologized to the general public, because the airport is a very, very sensitive area where if Terminal A1 fails, then it means that all international arrivals, especially the foreigners who are coming into the country, will have such an embarrassing moment at our airport. Remember
And that was a
that
flight risk.
tourism
More flights
and
were taken to Uganda.
we
That was a
cannot,
flight risk.
I mean, we cannot play with the airport. We cannot play with the airport. We cannot put people who are not ready to do their work at the airport. That is the reason why they should go. The reports I'm getting is that Murkomen has said the 2 generators which were procured must be commissioned latest by Monday. This is
You can't commission a generator like that. It takes like a 2 year. This thing is huge.
that is
We come at our
listen.
station.
This
You cannot say it's 2 days. Let engineer come
listen.
and
These
explain
things
to you.
were this is something that started 2 years ago. So he has
But
said
whose fault is it? It's the management.
2 years, it is the management. You are just going back to
Yes.
what we are saying. Management is what has been sacked. Nothing else. Management is
Walivutagwa
what has been
kitambo.
sacked. Hmm?
Hii ni ya timu ya Ruto.
Anyway, let me allow Mise to give us this point of view. Mise, long time ago, how is Canada, my brother?
It's pretty good, and I'm glad to be here, especially when Stella is here. I'm always indebted to debate with Stella because of the passion and patriotism that she has, even though, despite the fact that she's inclined to opposition, but I do try to get more of what argument is, points and concerns. And I'm glad to see her here. Nick, how are you